Hey everybody, welcome back to CBPW Uproar. I am Veda Scott.
And I am Speedball Mike Bailey.
We got a packed house here for Uproar. Very, very exciting things going down here at Crossbody Pro Wrestling. And out the door first, we have our internet champion, Matthew Grant, recently reclaimed that title from Crystal Moon in an incredibly violent, anything goes, no holds barred match. But now Matthew Grant, with that championship in hand, looks like he's regaining his mission to become the... Oh. Well, this is JT Kirk. I was going to say, Matthew Grant said he's determined to become the greatest internet champion of all time. This is sort of a... This is a blast from the past as far as Grant is concerned.
JT Kirk, the brother of Matthew Grant, formerly the Empire, currently the Empire sometimes, so they haven't been very active as a tag team in Crossbody Pro Wrestling as of late, with Matthew Grant being busy defending the Internet Championship.
And it looks like Grant at least handed over the title. Maybe he's about to, I think he's about to defend this right now. Hold on a second.
Official Derek Hamill is presenting the Internet Championship.
Did you hear that? So Matthew Grant, he asked for a challenger. The open challenge for the Internet Championship accepted by JT Kirk, but Matthew Grant on fire. Whoa.
Oh! Matthew Grant starting rough, but JT Kirk immediately firing back.
I mean, there's nobody who knows Matthew Grant better than JT Kirk. I don't know about this open challenge. This could mean that the title is really in jeopardy, but not if Matthew Grant has anything to say about it. He is firing back right now.
JT Kirk, however, is on the back of a few losses, but Veda, imagine if he was able to defeat the Internet Champion.
Well, that's why an open challenge like this is so interesting. Absolutely anyone could step up at any moment. Oh, and throat first goes Grant as Kirk follows up with a boot through the face and a cover.
A very close call early on for the Internet Champion, Veda.
Yeah, just a 2 count. But you got to imagine that's a little bit too close for Matthew Grant, who is now trapped in the corner. And Kirk is going to work.
Matthew Grant not looking so excited right now.
Yeah, but this is what Matt wanted. He wanted to become the greatest internet champion of all time, and you're not going to do that unless you take on all challengers.
And Matthew Grant has proven time and time again. Oh!
2. And I will say something, though. This open challenge concept, where exactly is Rajan Husher? Husher keeps saying that he should be given title opportunities. He should be challenging for the Internet Championship. When an open challenge is issued, where is he? He could step up. He doesn't need to jump people.
D. Smith as well, whose match with Matthew Grant is unfinished because of the interference of Rajan Husher. Veda, it seems there are a lot of contenders right now for the Internet Championship, so it just shows you what a fighting champion Matthew Grant is, issuing an open challenge on top of everyone coming for his championship.
Right now, though, all eyes are on JT Kirk, who has the opportunity to make the most of this open challenge, but Grant is right here to try to shut the door. Matthew Grant making the climb. Whoa, he's going all the way up top. Big risk, and
no!
It didn't pay off.
Nearly fell to the outside of the ring.
Kirk looking to capitalize on Grant's mistake. Whoa, boy. Oh, and planted face first. Another cover by Kirk. And again, Grant kicks out.
Veda, as I was saying earlier, we have seen time and time again Matthew Grant fighting from underneath, in trouble, but through sheer will and heart, never giving up and scratching and clawing his way to victory.
But Mike, can that go too far? Can you get too confident in that? Could that lead you to issue something like this open challenge? And right now, Matthew Grant is in trouble.
To answer your question, it looks like we're about to find out.
JT Kirk repositioning Grant. Maybe thinking superplex here. Oh, but Matt has his ankles crossed over the turnbuckle to keep himself from crashing to the canvas.
Now delivering short right hands and a headbutt.
Whoa!
Matthew Grant working his way up on the post. Powerbomb.
JT Kirk almost sent through the canvas. Can Matthew Grant finally capitalize? He's taken a lot of damage throughout this match, but Kirk is finally down.
Yeah, this has been all JT Kirk so far until a powerbomb from the top rope from Matthew Grant. This could be the moment to finally turn things around.
Kirk charges in, but Grant takes out the leg. This is trademark Matthew Grant. Step up into the senton.
Matthew Grant is fired up, as is our crossbody pro wrestling audience here tonight.
Quick reversal by JT Kirk. Oh, but Grant baited him in. Now Matthew Grant back up top, and a big missile drop kick. Grant really starting to string it together here. Charging in and sweeping out the legs. Kirk trapped in the corner. Slingshot into the drop kick.
Beautiful combination. Matthew Grant here for the...
with the cover. Close, but it wasn't close enough. Grant looking around. Oh, he has an idea here.
Certainly feeling the pressure of that open challenge. Matthew Grant needs to impress here tonight.
Now Grant, once again, all the way up top. High risk, and Kirk got out of the way. Grant managed to at least land on his feet, but now double knees to the chest, and Kirk back on offense.
Has him hooked.
Whoa.
Oh, double leg.
Oh, 2. Just a 2 count.
Knee to the gut by JT Kirk. He needs to capitalize here. He needs to follow up.
Kirk going for it again. Oh!
Spin out face buster. Matthew Grant could be out, but no.
And Grant rolled out of the ring. I don't even know if that was strategy, Mike. I think he just collapsed, but it did keep him from being pinned, and now JT Kirk got to toss Grant back inside.
This is a move that we've seen JT Kirk attempt
and a
before.
Cover. And it wasn't enough. You have to imagine, Mike, if JT Kirk was able to get the cover immediately off that face buster, that would have been it.
But the champion, as you said, either wisely or on instinct, able to roll to the outside of the ring, delay that pin attempt by JT Kirk.
Kirk dragging the champion back into the position. Is he going to go for it again?
One more time could secure the victory for the challenger.
He's a little bit closer into the center of the ring. But wait a second, Matthew Grant out from behind.
Onto the second rope.
Oh, springboarding into the cutter.
The standard. Matthew Grant. He's calling for it.
Shank! 2, 3. Matthew Grant retaining his internet championship and continuing his reign, determined to be the greatest internet champion of all time, issuing the open challenge. JT Kirk accepted it, but was not successful. It is Matthew Grant, the standard, once again reigning victorious here on CBPW Uproar. We got more singles competition on the way for you here. Mr. Atlantis on his way out. Capacity crowd here at Uproar.
Talk about accoutrement, those sunglasses, that hat. Mr. Atlantis.
The robe, the tear-off pants, mamma mia.
The audience goes crazy. They're crazy for him.
Another big singles match. Mr. Atlantis, for a long time, we knew him as a tag competitor, as part of Ultimate Swole. Of course, Ultimate Swole is no more. Ultimate HHV turning his back on Mr. Atlantis, on all of Crossbody Pro Wrestling.
And on the founder of Crossbody Pro Wrestling, Ben Ortmans.
So now, Mr. Atlantis has to turn himself away from that. Can't get distracted by everything going on with HHV. He's got to focus on AHMED representing KPK, another new burgeoning tag team here at Crossbody, but today AHMED in singles competition.
KPK, another incredible addition to this wild tag team division in Crossbody Pro Wrestling, but it is singles action here tonight.
Looks like Mr. Atlantis is ready to go. I think AHMED is always ready to go.
AHMED, who has been shown to be unrelenting, showed us how brutal he could get in his reindeer collar match against Rajan Husher.
These are two of the physically strongest competitors on the entire Crossbody roster.
I hope the ring is bolted down.
Whoa, to that point. Running full head of steam into each other. No one goes down.
You can see the intensity
Whoa.
in the eyes of Mr. Atlantis.
This time Atlantis came off the ropes and it still wasn't enough to take AHMED down. Now AHMED off the ropes. Atlantis staggers, but no, he doesn't go down either. Whoa. AHMED just a little bit quicker, but wait a second. Mr. Atlantis with the evasion gets caught with a big chop.
He avoided that pump kick, but was caught by the chop. AHMED, one of the pound-for-pound hardest strikers in all of CBPW, now going for a belly-to-back suplex.
Whoa. Atlantis doing anything he can to keep his feet on the ground, now scooping up AHMED, and belly-to-belly. AHMED is certainly not used to getting tossed around like this.
Belly-to-belly, that was almost a bear hug slam by the swole pitbull, Mr. Atlantis. Man of many nicknames, AHMED able to reverse.
Uh-oh. And now it's Mr. Atlantis who goes down hard. AHMED hooks the leg.
Only a 2 count here early on.
AHMED back on his feet. Atlantis, you can say the same thing about Mr. Atlantis. He is also not used to being tossed around like this. And to that point, doing whatever he can to keep his feet on the ground. Mr. Atlantis switching positions and tossing AHMED.
Mr. Atlantis is on fire.
Yeah, you can hear how impressed the crowd is here at Crossbody. Atlantis charges in, but AHMED gets the elbow up. Mr. Atlantis coming back in. This time it's the boot. Oh! Mr. Atlantis launched into the corner.
We have 2 different styles, both relying on raw power. However, AHMED, I feel, is a lot more in control of himself when he wrestles. Mr. Atlantis oftentimes feels like he just goes on instinct.
But as long as he is connecting, it is very effective. Now taking AHMED off his feet, unbelievable. Oh, jackhammer into a cover.
Mr. Atlantis, pure athleticism, the Frankensteiner into the power slam.
Atlantis all fired up now. Up on the shoulders goes AHMED, but wait a second, AHMED fights his way out.
Ducks under the clothesline.
Oh! No! 2, 3. No one, not even Mr. Atlantis, is getting up from that.
Like a truck, a freight train colliding at full speed with Mr. Atlantis, AHMED gets the victory.
Big time singles win for AHMED. We've seen him branching out more into tag competition, but he's here to show that he is a threat in any division at Crossbody Pro Wrestling as Mr. Atlantis gets back in the ring to show his appreciation to the greats at CBPW. We got the commotion in the house, but this is going to be another singles match. Grizzly Mack slated for competition. We got Travis Moore out here for backup, and I don't blame Travis for coming out here along with Grizzly Mack because Grizzly's opponent here tonight is a member of Dynasty, and where one member of Dynasty goes, the rest are shortly to follow.
The commotion as title contenders have had targets on their back.
Well, and to that point, Mikey Truth is out here representing Dynasty, but so is his tag partner, Jackson Roy, and they're holding up those titles right in the faces of the commotion. Dynasty finally becoming crossbody tag team champions, but we know that Grizzly Mack and Travis are right there looking for any opportunity they can get to take those titles for themselves.
Mikey Truth and Jackson Roy are very, very rarely seen apart, and if you see one without the other, you better watch your back.
Travis pacing on the outside of the ring. Diamond's up for Dynasty, but Grizzly Mack, he looks ready to go. You can see he's kind of pacing in the corner. There's a lot of energy coursing through that gigantic frame.
He's got that Chiefs jersey on. He's got gloves. Gloves are off.
Gloves are off. Mikey Truth charging in.
Oh! Huge right hand by Grizzly Mack. Mikey Truth is out.
Yeah, that would have been it if Truth had not briefly rolled to the outside. Oh, now gets stopped. Here comes Grizzly Mack. Oh! Running through Truth into a cover.
Surprisingly, a 1 count. Grizzly Mack unstoppable here early on.
Cinching on the full Nelson and Jackson Roy.
Roy.
And whoa!
Oh!
Yanking the shoulder of Grizzly Mack. And now this is where Mikey Truth goes to work. Holding on into the submission.
He's got his leg trapped over the head. Octopus stretch.
Every member of Dynasty has individual strengths, but all of them are master technicians. And you can see that right here as Mikey Truth tries to pick apart Grizzly Mack, but Mack has that strength advantage. And a cover. And hey, Jackson Roy up on the apron, distracting the official from making the count. Here comes Grizzly Mack to get rid of him.
Shirt says, make history, leave a legacy. This is not how you leave a legacy.
Well, Mikey Truth went to smack Grizzly Mack with the Dynasty flag. Instead, Truth fighting through.
Oh, European clutch by Mikey Truth.
I mean, Grizzly Mack's shoulders are almost too large to be kept down. But now Mikey Truth, relentless, just hefting his body at Grizzly Mack.
Veda, this is what is so frustrating to me, watching someone with a technical ability and the high-flying capability
whoa, boy.
of Mikey Truth resort to cheating in this way. It's just disappointing.
Right, because the moment that Mikey Truth has that opening, he shows us why he is such a top caliber competitor. And now, continuing to try to pick apart Grizzly Mack, has stayed really zeroed in on the arm, on the shoulder.
In pro wrestling, if you want to win, you must pick a strategy. Mikey Truth is doing a fantastic job.
And right now, Mikey Truth's strategy is to distract the officials so Jackson Roy can get a shot in.
I believe that Mikey Truth could overcome the size of Grizzly Mack if he decided to just focus on that shoulder. Technical ability.
Another cover.
Mixing the high flying with the submissions, but there is no need for Jackson Roy to be around the ring interfering in this match. Oh.
Truth keeping Grizzly Mack grounded. And back again for a cover. Quick covers.
I'm all for this, doing what he needs to do within the rules of professional wrestling.
It's all just part of the strategy of trying to break down Grizzly Mack, who has started to fight back, has Truth trapped in the corner, and Truth, one shot, maybe to the eye. Mikey Truth charges in, but wait, Grizzly Mack got out of the way.
Grizzly Mack firing back with a... Oh, no!
Yeah, his arm, his shoulder is still hurt.
That shoulder might be out of socket.
And it gave Mikey Truth enough time to get out of the way. Now back to the arm. Version of a divorce court and a cover. Oh, and did you see that, Mike Truth holding on into a crossface style submission?
Putting even more pressure on the shoulder of Grizzly Mack.
Oh, but what? No way. Grizzly Mack, somehow, he's feeding off the energy in the room and powering up to his feet.
Not able to slam down Mikey Truth, but once again.
Truth gets scooped up. And drop.
Oh, just planted down by Grizzly Mack.
Mikey Truth was demanding to be put down, and, well, Grizzly Mack, happy to oblige. Charging in with an elbow to the side of the face. Whoa. Truth gets caught.
Powerbomb, but oh, Mikey Truth back on his feet.
Oh, no.
Hitting a brick wall is what it feels like to run into Grizzly Mack.
Mack repositioning Truth. Looking to end this now. Rolling cannonball flattens his opponent. Mack with the splash right into the cover.
Jackson Roy.
Jackson Roy again up on the apron. I mean, it did look to me like Mikey Truth is kicking out there.
But here's Travis Moore.
Travis Moore making a difference in this match, getting rid of Jackson Roy. Meanwhile, inside the ring,
Grizzly Mack has a hold of Mikey Truth. Full Nelson.
Into the slam. And a cover. Big-time singles victory for Grizzly Mack, but Mike, I think we can agree it means more than that, because Grizzly Mack has just pinned Mikey Truth. He just pinned one of the Crossbody Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, and as the commotion continue to keep their sights locked on those tag team titles, this is sending a huge message to Dynasty. Of course, we had Travis Moore out there to equalize Jackson Roy. Maybe next time we'll see these titles finally change hands.
Boris? Boris?
No.
Boris?
Did you see Boris in there?
I didn't see Boris in there. Did you see Boris in there?
I don't see Boris, but you know who I see? I see the crossbody heavyweight champion. Where's Boris?
He's here.
He's here, okay.
He's here. Don't worry about it.
Hey, tonight, main event, tag team match. We have unfinished business. With this guy here, he's got you February 17th.
At Family Day Feud 6, Shaw, I take that belt. See you out there, champ. Boris!
Well, so Boris Crobos is...
Boris? Crobos.
Well, he's missing, apparently. Mark Shaw couldn't find him backstage. Listen, if there's anyone who I'm worried might accidentally get into a stranger's car, that sort of thing, it's Boris Crobos. We gotta find him. Uncle Custom and Mikey Jenkins, they didn't really seem to care if Boris was lost or found.
And we were slated for tag team action tonight, but I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Have we checked all the nooks and crannies of the building?
He could have locked himself in a utility closet. Mikey Jenkins, however, we know where he is.
Mikey Jenkins charging around ringside, all fired up. Jenkins has had his eyes locked on Mark Shaw and the Crossbody Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
Fired up as per usual.
And not out of concern for the missing Boris Crobos. There's Mark Shaw.
Still no Boris. Not under the ring.
Mark Shaw is asking around if anyone has seen Boris. What? Mike! Boris, do the thing. What if the thing was just take off, abscond from justice? I have to imagine he's a fugitive on the run.
Boris could have faked his own death.
Instead of DB Cooper, we could have DB Crobos. Maybe he hijacked a plane, stole money, and parachuted to his, well, likely demise.
What if that was the thing? The thing was hijack an airplane.
Maybe we'll never find out. Boris Crobos, MIA, but Grinder Mark Shaw, he's still out here. All right, there. Mark Shaw is encouraging the crowd to chant, "Where is Boris?" Sort of sending out the Boris signal, I guess. Well, it looks like Mark Shaw is gonna go it alone He's going to do it against, here's Uncle Custom. And wait a second, Mikey Jenkins is still on the court. Okay, so they're still going to do this tag match. It's just that Mark Shaw is going to have to do this without known difference maker, Boris Crobos.
And despite the tactics, Mark Shaw has been a fighting champion ever since he won it.
To a lockup, and it's Uncle Custom who is in control.
Big tackle
here.
here.
Shaw didn't go down. Instead, he's holding the center of the ring.
Mark Shaw is completely undeterred. Has made his choice. No Boris, he's going to go it alone.
And these are two individuals who have been a constant threat to his heavyweight championship. Mikey Jenkins in particular, who is waiting on the apron, as now Uncle Custom tries to get out of this headlock, and no, the grinder grinding down towards the canvas.
Oh. A suplex attempt here for Uncle Custom, maybe.
And again, oh my gosh. Sorry, the resemblance just throws me off every time. I almost called him Boris. But again, Mark Shaw holds on and gets dumped. Now Uncle Custom firmly in control, taking the arm, the wrist, and wait, no, Mark Shaw able to reverse.
Uncle Custom with a hold of the champion's arm.
Tag by Mikey Jenkins as Custom stays in control of the champion.
Mikey Jenkins letting us know.
Oh, Mark Shaw. Oh, thought he was begging off, but no, went straight for the throat. And just like that, Mark Shaw grinding the eyes of Mikey Jenkins across the top rope. Mark Shaw back in control.
Huge forearm here. Vertical suplex.
Oh, Shaw holding on. Staying in control and following up with a massive lariat. Whoa, Shaw not done yet.
Belly to back suplex by the champion.
Finally a cover, and this'll be it. Whoa! Mikey Jenkins somehow staying in it.
Oh, shoves Mikey back into his corner.
Yes.
Saying he wants Uncle Custom.
We gotta see it. There's the tag. Uncle Custom legal once again. He's got everyone in the room behind him, but he also had Grinder Mark Shaw behind him, who gets the jump and takes control. But wait a second. Custom with the reversal.
Spine buster. Mark Shaw with some difficulty in this 2-on-1 match. Still able to kick out at one. Veda, if he was able to win this match single-handedly, what kind of message would this send to Boris Crobos? One of inspiration?
What, like Boris, work harder to show up to your matches? Or like inspire him that he's like a great leader? Or just prove to Boris Crobos that, buddy, I think your position's in jeopardy at all times.
And maybe this is part of a master plan. And Boris is going to spring down from the ceiling at any moment.
I didn't think about that. Did you see any like pulleys or structures being erected? Mikey Jenkins.
I also don't hear the sound of drones.
He'll come flying in strapped to a drone?
I hear the sound of chants for Mikey Jenkins.
And now forearm to the chest. Clothesline after clothesline.
Booed up by Mark Shaw.
Big tackle. Shaw didn't go down, though. Instead, they're going shot for shot in the center of the ring. Who has the advantage here? I thought it was Mark Shaw, but no, Jenkins turning it around. Swing and a miss, got caught and dropped.
Right on his head.
Now, the crossbody pro wrestling heavyweight champion stalking Mikey Jenkins. Jenkins trying to pull himself up with the ropes, but staggers back into Shaw. Wait a second. Jenkins with the elbow. And now Jenkins drops Shaw.
Despite having the odds against him, Mark Shaw still
Straps
fighting.
Her down. And there was a cry for one more time. Again, dumping Shaw right on his head. Oh, there was a tag. Mikey Jenkins, he was ready to go. And Uncle Custom, he tagged himself in.
Mikey Jenkins didn't ask for that tag, and now?
Yeah, Jenkins had Mark Shaw reeling, and Mark Shaw has eyes locked on Mikey Jenkins as he wrenches back this submission. Jenkins is reaching for the tag, and Uncle Custom just tapped out.
The champion with the victory, despite the odds.
I mean, I can see, though, the perspective of Uncle Custom is, I'm sure, Mark Shaw is down. I want to get tagged in and try to pin the champion. I want to send a message. I want to pin the heavyweight champion, but Mikey Jenkins, he was right there. He was ready to end this match. He also wanted to get that pin over Mark Shaw.
Regardless, not the outcome that Mikey Jenkins and Marcus Ryan were looking for. Mark Shaw walking out the winner.
Uncle Custom, Mikey Jenkins. Look at Mikey. He locked eyes on Mark Shaw, and he hasn't looked away. We know that Mikey is coming for that crossbody pro wrestling heavyweight championship. But now Uncle Custom, I mean, he's got to be regretting that decision to tag out. At least the match could have been won for the team.
I feel like Marcus Ryan has to answer for his actions here.
Wait, Uncle Custom, he's trying to explain, but Mikey Jenkins still looks pretty upset. The competition around the Crossbody Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship is hotter than ever. We know that Mikey Jenkins is looking for it, but so is Uncle Custom. For Speedball Mike Bailey, I am Veda Scott. We will see you next time.